All right, guys, got the pallet racks up. What a pain in the butt that was. Everything I do is always by myself, and it's always twice as hard. But it's always twice as satisfying when you get it done. The only thing I didn't like is these boards. I guess they're full 4x8 sheets of OSB. They don't quite fit. And that's how I notched them out. Boom, sledgehammer. They got trusses underneath them. I mean, granted, I put something real heavy, and it's probably gonna make this area sag, but I'm gonna try to keep the heavy stuff on the floor underneath these. The biggest problem I see that I'm gonna have is light. So this is gonna block everything in there, and probably in there is gonna be in the dark. That one, not so much once I get the rest of the lights in the shop, but underneath there, it's definitely going to be a little on the darkish side. But it is what it is. At least now I got places to store a lot of this stuff. Now, granted, the lift ain't going to go up there. I'm going to have to do something with that. But I need to put that thing on wheels where I can just move it around, because it's not ever going to pick up like a full-size vehicle or nothing. It's going to pick up lawnmowers and tillers and stuff that I don't want to have to bend over to work on. But it's also going to act as a welding table too, which is why I put that sheet of diamond plate on there, that old rusty diamond plate. It's only 10 gauge, I believe, but it's heavy enough. And then, yeah, I know it's not smooth. It's not smooth for welding, but what I'm doing, I'm not like laying out things that got to be perfectly plumb and square. I'm just throwing something up there to weld it that doesn't need to be laying on the ground, or that I don't want laying on the ground, so I don't have to bend over again. But anyhow, yeah, so there's my pallet racks. The other thing that kind of sucks is I was really looking for some like 36 inches that only stuck out from the wall 36. These are, I believe, 42s. So you can see where the door is. It takes up, a couple of feet of the door. Can I get a vehicle in there? Yeah, probably. I'll just use this side over here. But hopefully once all this stuff is cleaned up, I can always come in a little bit of an angle and pull it in and park it, right in here. So I'll still be able to get 2 vehicles in here, or 4 side-by-sides, or 1 dune buggy and 1 side-by-side. But I'll be able to get a lot of stuff done. So, and once I get the lean-to on this outside wall and possibly the extended roof out here, I can have a lot of stuff just sit outside and be out of the direct sun and direct rain. This is just going to be for immediate projects and stuff that I don't really want, like stolen or messed up from the weather, like being cold and freezing, busting things. But, and not that I have had some stuff stolen, but I think this is going to be a lot better and more secure. The north side of the building here faces the road, so people driving by, they can't tell what's going on in here when I got all these doors shut. And that's the way I wanted it. I wanted the doors away from the road where people can't slow down and gawk in here and be like, ooh, that's something I might want to come back later and pick up when he goes to bed. So there you go. Anyways, guys, I still got to finish this heater project. I've got to get a better tank, and I'm going to build a work table over that so that it's kind of hidden. But also, I need to get a piece of duct. That's 13 inches. I need to get it like a 45 where it'll kick that hot air out and across this north wall. And then that heater will also help too. But I think this thing just blowing will circulate and hopefully warm this area up. I know just blowing like it is, and I put that aluminum ramp in there just kind of direct the air around so it ain't just blasting that sheet metal and burning up the paint. Just like it is, it warms this whole shop up pretty nice. So when I've got a fire going and this, it's like being in the house. It's amazing. But anywho, yeah, well, I'm going to call it a day. It's 6:01. Oof, I need to get in the house. I got to put the trash cans up. Trash day was today. I need to get a shower and figure out what I'm going to do for supper. Later, guys.